NHL Power Week.
Hi, I'm Mike Modano, and you're watching NHL Power Week.
We hit the ice full speed with the Western Conference Final. Down 1-0, Dallas knew Game 2 against Detroit would be crucial. They responded like stars.
Shanahan! Save made by Belfort!
Oh, my gracious, what a hit!
Marshall cleared around Marshall, the intercept, score! Besson gets the goal! Dallas on their first shot takes a 1-0 lead. Modano leads it, Greg Adams. Adams shot, score! Deflected off a defenseman's stick!
What a huge goal. Now a 2-goal lead. Either of these teams with 2 goals, they are absolutely rock solid.
The Red Wings would cut the lead to 2-1, but Ed Belfour then slammed the door.
Maltby had a chance to tie the game, but Eddie Belfour denied Kurt Maltby. And the Dallas Stars have beaten the Detroit Red Wings 3-1 to take this series on Friday back to Detroit.
Well, we have to go in there with the same attitude we did tonight. You know, we have to be feisty and mean and be ready for the start of the game. You know, they're going to play really well at home. You have a lot of good offensive players, so we have to be ready for that.
Belfour couldn't have been more prophetic as Detroit did come out strong in Game 3.
Right back in Eisenman. Eisenman near Gilchrist shooting shot. Score! By Gilchrist! On the power play for 9 more seconds, Detroit with the advantage. Lidstrom will take it. Deflected, score! It's deflected off Darian Hatcher. David creates an opportunity right here. Lidstrom, the shot, score! The second effort created the opportunity. 3-0 Detroit. And the Detroit Red Wings just keep turning it on. Lariano, shot, Holmstrom, deflected, Zubov, cut back, McCann, score! Detroit now had a commanding 4-0 lead over Dallas, but the Stars' Yuri Lettinen was not about to go quietly. Got it into the middle, Carmelo came over, let it go, shot, score! A loose puck picked up by Yuri Lettinen, score by Lettinen, and they get another one on the board. 15:21 to go. They've cut the Detroit lead that was 4 down to 2. Down the middle, Langenbrunner. Score! He scored! Mike Modano's goal made it 4-3, but then Detroit got a big break. Belfour way up. Jammed it off the backhand. He fell down trying to draw the penalty. Inside, score! No time to play! Eddie Belfour tried to draw the penalty. He couldn't get back in net. The goal will count. After enjoying the 5-3 win, Joe Louis Arena was filled with emotion for Game 4.
Welcome back, number 16, Vladimir Konstantina and Sergei Mametkakana.
The return of their injured comrades inspired the Red Wings.
And the jump pivoting left, and in the air comes Maltby. Eiserman again, same place. Ricochet off the post, and then they score!
Dallas again fought back, tying the game at 2, but Detroit got the last word.
Steve Eiserman with Kozlov peeling off. Got it over to Murphy. Score!
To the net goes Kozlov. A little redirection, and Detroit has the lead. This is just a great goal, folks.
The Red Wings have won it.
Detroit has grabbed this series with a 3-1 lead. They held on.
This week in the news, Mark Crawford has stepped down as head coach of the Colorado Avalanche. Just 2 years removed from winning the Stanley Cup and with a contract extension on the table, Crawford's decision to move on left the Avalanche management surprised.
I sat down with Mark and said, let's start with the first thing. Let's start about your status and here's the position of the club. I'm going to offer you a new 2-year contract. He had a year left on his contract. And he told me, stop the offer. Clearly. He says, it's 4 years, 5 years, 6 years. It's not a question of money. It's a question of principle, of decision for his own career. He feels that he has to move on.
Here's Susan, shoots! Andre Susan! And the Sharks win!
After leading the Sharks to a franchise record 34 wins and their first playoff appearance in 3 years, San Jose head coach Darryl Sutter was rewarded with a new contract.
In front, Dumas scores on the power play.
In trade news, the New York Islanders and Chicago Blackhawks swapped former first-round picks as the Islanders sent left wing J.P. Dumont, the third pick in the '96 draft, to the Blackhawks in exchange for center Dmitry Nabokov, the 19th pick in the '95 draft. In other news, expect a female presence around the Flyers prospect camp in July. 19-year-old Canadian Olympic star Hayley Wickenheiser has accepted an invitation from Flyers GM Bobby Clarke to attend the camp. But Wickenheiser says she has no intentions of winning a roster spot, only furthering her own development as well as that of women's hockey. And finally, after beating out 9 other contestants with this shot, Dr. Richard Chaffetz of Lake Forest, Illinois will be heading to Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Finals to participate in the 1998 MasterCard $1 Million Shot presented by the NHL on Fox. Accompanied by U.S. women's star Corinne Bai, Dr. Chaffetz plans to donate the money to charity if successful.
Actually, I was shocked to put it in the first time because I missed in practice the first easiest shot. I figured if I made that one, maybe I'd be on a roll, so I got lucky, I think.
Let's set our sights on the Eastern Conference in streaks and deeks. After tying the series with a dramatic overtime win in Game 2, the Capitals traveled to Sabre Country, where they knew that their big guns would have to come out firing.
Caps still have the puck. In front, shot, score! It's Peter Bondra on the goal. And the Capitals score first. They take a 1-0 lead.
Bondra's 4th goal of the playoffs seemed to inspire Slovakian teammate Richard Zednik.
Zednik is in front. Shot, score! And Zednik gets the goal. Capitals lead 2-0.
Down early, the Dominator was in need of some quick offensive support.
Penalty is over. Shot hits closing the puck. Score on the rebound. It's Donald on deck.
They truly needed this one.
Down by 1, Coach Lindy Ruff looked to a reliable source for the equalizer.
Step back behind the net. Here's Trojan trying to set a score. It's Matthew Barnaby again. And the Sabres have tied it at 2.
With momentum on their side, Buffalo continued to attack.
Wraparound shot. Stop, rebound, score! Ryan Holzinger on the goal. Sabres 3, Capitals 2.
The Sabres were in command until Washington's rookie phenom struck again.
Kept in. Here's Zednik. Rocket scores. Richard Zednik. What a blast. And he's tied the game at 3.
Zednik's goal forced overtime, where Washington's top threat inflicted some capital punishment.
Here's Bondra breaking with speed. Peter Bondra shot, score! All over. Peter Bondra in overtime gives the Capitals a 4-3 victory and a 2-1 series lead. I would say Peter Bondra is back.
Everybody was yelling to shoot it, and basically I kind of closed my eyes and ripped it on the net, and I was a little bit lucky. I cut Hasek bottom glove, and puck drifted in, and that was a big goal for us and gave us a lot of confidence for sure.
In Game 4, life wasn't as easy for Washington's top guns thanks to a determined Sabre defense.
Look up, Peter Bondra, ridden into the Buffalo bench. Andre Nicolaitan, sliding play by Joe.
Then it was time for the goaltending elite to begin their duel.
Woolley's game here in Game 4.
Drew Shatan stops up, finds Woolley, and a big stop by Colsing.
With the game scoreless in the 3rd period, an unlikely hero emerged for Washington.
Score! And a goal off the faceoff! And the Capitals score first. It's Craig Berube. Craig Berube, congratulations on his first playoff goal.
Moments later, Joe Juneau stunned the Dominator.
And Joey Juneau scores! Joey Juneau fooling Hasek, and a short-handed goal. 2-0 Washington.
It is all over. Olaf Kolzig, congratulations to him. He ties an NHL record with his 4th shutout of this postseason. 30 stops for Ole the goalie.
That's what we need. We need good goaltending, timely goal scoring, and great specialty teams if you want to advance in these playoffs.
Kolzig's Capitals are 1 game away from advancing to the Stanley Cup Finals and a possible showdown with playoff leading scorer Steve Yzerman. In our playoff edition of International Update, the spotlight is on a trio of dynamic Russian forwards from Detroit. Silky smooth center Igor Larionov knows how to put them in and dish them out.
Bergstrom moved it in. Larionov. Here comes Shanahan. And Shanahan scores!
What a play by Larionov. What a play.
And now comes Kozlov. Larionov able to step by. What a play! Kozlov to Larionov. What a move! And what a pass!
Larionov now has 10 points in the postseason.
He's a clutch performer, Slava Kozlov is, and he does save his best for postseason action and in big game situations.
Kozlov in, shot, score! Kozlov, the most unsung hero of the Detroit Red Wings. Game free to hold from center. Kozlov, score!
Slava has 7 goals and 13 points in the 98 playoffs. Last but certainly not least is the incredible Sergei Fedorov.
What a player, Fedorov. Offensively, defensively, power play, penalty killing, face-offs. This guy is as good as it gets.
We're playing type of game that all of us got to skate, and especially me because I have that ability, and coach is expecting us to skate with the puck. That's how I play my best game, you know.
Here's Fedorov. Fedorov in, scores! Sergei Fedorov! A short-handed goal!
Fedorov is second among all playoff scorers with 8 goals and 8 assists for 16 points. In this week's Power Trivia, we ask, who were the first Russian-born and trained players to win the Stanley Cup? Stay tuned for the answer. Still to come, get ready to move your feet to the bone-crunching, puck-stopping, action of Don't Blink.
He's got a step. Richard. What a save by Hasek. And it comes in overtime.
When Tokyo Electric Power turned to GE for its advanced turbine technology, it gave Tokyo the largest, most efficient power plant of its kind in the world, because people everywhere should enjoy a future full of all the good things their way of life has to offer.
I always watch National Geographic television. It's all about design in nature, symmetry and balance, patterns and shapes, colors, movement and power, simplicity, and it comes naturally. See all the wonders of the world on NBC.
Tonight, watch the stars do the craziest things.
Bam!
The Tonight Show with Jay Leno. Tonight at 2200 CET, 2100 UK.
Tomorrow on Today, a debate erupts over the running of the bulls, not in Spain, but in Nevada.
Also, what you can do to help protect your kids from ear infections. And Jimmy Buffett's on a break from Margaritaville. He'll join us to talk about his latest book. So join us tomorrow.
And see what a difference today makes.
The Today Show, tomorrow at 1500 CET, 1400 UK.
Hello there, I'm Jason Roberts.
And I'm Christiana Baca. Here's what's happening on the Ticket NBC tomorrow.
We have a special report on the rise of gorgeous Gwyneth Paltrow.
She's been voted the sexiest woman in pop. We'll be chatting with singing sensation Louise.
And we'll be meeting a real star of the future.
The Ticket NBC, tomorrow at 19:30 CET, 18:30 UK on NBC.
Whatever Ms. Woodward did, she doesn't deserve life in prison.
Thought-provoking conversation.
I did something that I had no right to do, morally or legally.
With newsmakers from all around the world, In Tonight looks at topics from all angles.
There was great chemistry between them. They were madly in love.
Why did they get divorced?
Questions from the public, disagreements from the panel. In Tonight, every night at 0200 CET, 0100 UK on NBC.
Happy with that wallpaper? Does that colour really go?
You, like me, need a little professional help.
All you need is an awesome idea.
Every weekday at 4, NBC offers you an artistic license, whether it's in fine wine, potting and planting, or designing and decorating. Turn your dream into a reality. Home and Garden Television, weekdays at 1600 CET, 1500 UK, on NBC.
Bodies are flying left and right. Lots of intensity on the ice.
The first Russians to win the Cup were Sergei Nemchinov, Sergei Zubov, Alexei Kovalev, and Alexander Karpatsev.
There will be a name of a Russian player on the Stanley Cup. That'll be a first for a Russian-trained hockey player.
This week in our Power feature, it's off to the mountains of Alberta, Canada, as Power Week's Dan Moriarty goes behind the scenes for the making of the film Mystery Alaska. A town where the best pond hockey players in the world get the chance of a lifetime and go head-to-head versus the New York Rangers.
First of all, looks like from Austin Powers to this. Well, a stretch. I wanted to do a story that was about characters, and David Kelly's kind of the master of creating interesting, wacky characters. And I've always also been a big fan of sports films. I'm just a romantic sap. Action. 3 months on a hockey movie. Freezing cold weather. Yeah. For the most part. For the most part. What's it like? I gotta tell you, this has been a blast. This has been, first of all, this is a great group of guys.
Hey, Mark!
I'm a real hockey player. Do you find that the sport of ice hockey, no matter what the level of the different guys that are here is, binds them? You're talking about Russell. Yeah. You're talking about Birch. Different guys are out here playing. But the whole group together, no matter what the level of hockey is. Yeah. How incredible.
As far as the bonding goes, I think that it's I hope it's the hockey thing.
I was just feeling all the love.
Hey, keep the camera off me, man. I'm preparing for the game.
What's it like working with the one amazing guy who's old Hollywood, Burt Reynolds? Oh, man, it's incredible. The guy treats us like his sons. He's amazing because we do a lot of locker room stuff together. And talk about taking on the role of hockey players. He's taken on the role of coach incredibly.
Well, there's one guy that I liked. I liked the look, so great, and he had the signature hat. And I remember I picked the hat out, and I was just waiting gleefully for the wardrobe lady to say, "That's not a hockey coach's hat." And I had my little book, which I opened, and I said, "This man won the world's championship 4 times in a row, and the hat didn't hurt him." So I got the hat.
You talk about legends. I see you wearing number 10.
Yeah,
there's a reason behind that.
Yeah, there's a big reason behind it. Well, one of our producers on this film is Howard Baldwin, who's one of the owners of the Pittsburgh Penguins. And Howard arranged for me to travel with the Penguins for 3 games. And I got to hang out with a bunch of the players, Yager, Barrasso, Slager, but mainly with Ron Francis. You know, he's, from what I've seen of the game, you know, this fella is exactly the sort of guy that I believe that my character would be. You know, he's just Mr. Consistency.
If consistency is a jewel, he is a whole rope of pearls. It was written of Hannes Wagner. It is true of Ron Francis.
Doesn't do any of that necessarily. Sorry,
Yeah, I wasn't going to touch that one.
That's cool, but, you know.
All right, excellent.
It doesn't get any better for these fellas. Thanks, man. Nice talking to you.
You're being called to work.
Cheers. Bye-bye.
This week in Don't Blink, it's time to get serious about the playoffs. Well, maybe not. For Ron Wilson's Capitals, all was well, as he turned to his netminder to make some key saves.
Now back in from Ward. Here's Dixon Ward shooting, rebound. Oh, what a stop that was.
While Kolzig appeared calm, Chris Osgood of Detroit had to be lucky and good.
Mike Madonna, the move, the shot, the save by Osgood. The best was had in this game, and a good one.
Sit back, grab something to drink, and enjoy these hits. It's 2 for 1 time, but don't get your own teammate.
Checked into the glass.
Oh, that was a big hit.
Barnaby is run hard by Simon.
Back to the Eastern Conference for a goaltenders duel of monster proportions. Things heated up with both the Dominator and Godzilla in the building.
Trying to break it. Cut the shot. Shattered by Kolzig. And Godzilla is standing tall in the Washington net. Backhand shot. Stopped by Hasek. Johansson lets it go. Saved by Hasek.
That's just too good right there.
Zednik has got a step. Richard. What a save by Hasek. And there was the great save we've been waiting for all night.
There's no more waiting for the best hits of the week.
Never saw him coming that time till it was too late.
That's a good hit.
Hardest hit of the hockey game right there.
In the Western Conference, nothing could cool off Chris Osgood.
Illinois shot. Good. Glove save and hangs on.
No lying down on the job, Chris. You're still up against Eddie, the Eagle Belfour.
A remarkable play at the front of the net to stop by Ed Belfour as he got his blocker in the way up.
But the most impressive performance of the week was Kolzig's record-tying 4th shutout of the playoffs.
Roshan spinning through, got the shot off and saved by Kolzig.
A 30-save shutout performance by Ole the goalie.
Time for the Power Pack as we shuffle off to Buffalo for Game 3 between the Sabres and the Capitals.
Just about set to drop the puck. Bill McCreary, our referee. The linesmen are the same from the controversial Game 2, Wayne Bonney and Jay Sherrers. And we are underway. Game 3, Eastern Conference Finals. The Sabres and Capitals even at 1 game apiece. Fired right inside the Washington zone. Mark Tenoni is back for it. He's pressed to the Buffalo glass. Calle Johansson recovers, finds Tenoni off his stick. Chris Simon is checked, unable to clear. Kept in by Jeff Sanderson for Buffalo as they try to work it deeper. Capitals in the road blue uniforms, the Sabres in the home whites. Ole the goalie, Olaf Kolzig and Dominic Hasek, your goaltenders here tonight. At center ice now. There's Craig Berube on the backhand. And that 4th line that was so impressive in Game 2 for Washington, they get off to a good start here in this game tonight. Fired on, and icing is called as Sergei Gonchar touches up and they boo the icing call. Sabres have inside their own zone now. Vaclav Varada, giveaway, Bondra. Shot from Mikulishin goes over the net. Varada, who's been brilliant all series, a bad giveaway there. And fortunate, the Capitals missed the mark. Nearly banked in off Hasek, who only now gets out of his net. Some sloppy play now inside the Buffalo zone. Caps still have the puck. In front, shot, score! It's Peter Bondra on the goal. And the Capitals score first. They take a 1-0 lead.
This building's quiet. Real quiet. That's not the way the Buffalo Sabres start. Not at all. They had a power play. They failed to connect. Now the Washington Capitals do some real good work after Dominic Hasek had misplayed the puck to the side. Here, he tries to use his blocker to his advantage. He tries to punch it out. Past Peter Bondra, one of the easiest tallies he will have.
Out ahead at center now. 25 seconds left in the power play. Worked it, shot on the side. Might have caught a bit of the outside of the post, but Barnaby was there, back door. Cross ice, Shitnik for Shannon. Turnaround shot, stuffed by Kolzig. He's in the hockey game, and it's all the way back to center.
What a quick play by Shannon. That was a heads-up play there from the far side, trying to catch the goaltender a little off guard, cheating.
Some problems on the change, and that leads to the Tikkanen shot, which is blocked out of play.
Matthew Barnaby, just before that, has a chance. Oh, he's wide open. It's a glorious opportunity. A great setup by Grosek. Oh, he just whiffed on it. Went off the heel and the toe of his skate.
Bondra at center. The Caps will just set it up here. Off for Mikulishin. Finds Bondra. Backhand pass broken up by Schmelik. Work free for Housley. Now Housley and Gonchar work the points. Zednik is in front. Shot, score! And Zednik gets the goal from the slot area on the power play. And the the Capitals lead 2-0.
This power play, they just look so confident, so much different. You've got Zednik on the ice, you've got Nikolitin, and you've got Peter Bondra. Bondra's back. There's been a lot of talk about Peter Bondra and where mentally he's at with the injuries that he's had. Well, he came alive in Game 2 and was a big part of it. And he's been better in this hockey game. This is a lucky break, though. This was intended to be a pass going all the way across. Hasek's expected it to go back towards his other side. It hits the defenseman, Alex Zednik, and look who's Johnny on the spot right now, Zednik, who's been terrific for the Washington Capitals.
Let's see what the Sabres can do with it. Michael Pekka. Cross for Jason Woolley. Shot from Pekka. Stop. The rebound is loose. And Audette couldn't bury it from the side of the net. Pekka, cross-ice pass, is tipped away. Caps get to it, able to clear by Calle Johansson.
You know, Jason Woolley might be a little tired. He was on for the first power play. He was really involved. He looked a little sluggish there on the point.
5-on-3 Buffalo. Should be plenty of opportunities here. Shot stopped by Kolzig, looking confident at the top of his crease on Audette. One penalty is over. Shot hits Kolzig up high. Score on the rebound. It's Donald Audette. And the Sabres cut their deficit to 2-1.
The fans sensed it, the players sensed it. It was desperation time for the Buffalo Sabres. They truly, truly needed this one because only the goalie was sapping the life right out of them with the save after save. Donald Audette comes up big. He's had a good start. He's one of these opportunistic guys. He has magic. He has those hands.
Second period from Western New York. The Marine Midland Arena. Here's Grosek now, trying to headman back to Barnaby on the give and go. And this will go for icing, except it's waved off, because Barnaby beat the player there. Here's Curtis Brown off the Barnaby hustle play. Let's see if it makes a difference. Back to the point, Zednik shot, stop Kolzig, rebound loose to the corner. Barnaby right back out to the point. Sent back behind the net. Here's Grosek, trying to set a score! It's Matthew Barnaby again! And the Sabres have tied it at 2.
We said they were young. We said they were energetic. And with some good work down below from Michael Grosek, he puts it in front. And Barnaby's right there, unmolested in front of the net.
Barnaby's goal ties the game at 2. We'll be right back.